So you're trying to avoid the top 2 mistakes every beginner and intermediate golfer makes. In today's video, we're going to help you avoid those mistakes coming up. What's up, gentlemen? Welcome to Muscular Style, where we help you elevate your style, strength, and golf game. In today's video, we are talking about the top 2 mistakes that every beginner and intermediate golfer makes. And myself, not being an expert golfer, I have brought on a special guest today, and he is going to help us address the top 2 things that every beginner and intermediate golfer needs to focus on to make sure that they are continually improving their game and to make sure that you are lowering your scores and really just enjoying it overall. You know, as a muscular guy, golf wasn't my first sport, though it was the first sport that I started when I was younger, and there are some difficulties that come with golfing. So Craig from Single Length School is here today, and he is going to help us with the top 2 things every beginner and intermediate golfer needs to focus on. So Craig, take it away for us.
When you're talking the game of golf, especially for beginners, you know, one of the biggest things that you need to focus on is being able to have a consistent swing and have a consistent ball strike. You know, a lot of beginners come in and you do what's comfortable when you start the game. So your swing may be adapted from a baseball swing for most people, or a softball swing or something like that. So a lot of people, when they come to golf, they've already done some kind of activity that's rotational. You know, in your case, you were shot put and you know, things like that. But you know, baseball swings I see a lot of with beginners, and I'm not saying, and the way my philosophy is not to really break you down and rebuild a swing from the ground up. I want to take what's natural to you and make it better and make it more functional so that you can learn to hit a golf ball better. And that's kind of where the single length and one length irons comes in, is building that consistency. And typically with a beginner, there's a couple things that they really need to focus on, and it's going to be the ball contact. And then from there, it's going to be kind of mastering their swing is really what needs to happen for a beginner, is to get comfortable in their own sheep's wool, so to speak, and you know, get comfortable with what they have and what their body's comfortable with, and then build that consistency. Those are the 2 things that a beginner golfer really needs to focus in on to get better at the game, is, you know, the fundamentals of their swing, and then just building up consistency when it comes to striking the ball.
Awesome. I did notice that in our lessons. I mean, you really were just about making sure that I enjoy the game, making sure the ball, you know, isn't just hitting the ground rolling a few feet, because I can hit a ball well when I hit it, but it's that consistency.
Yeah, exactly. And that was something you and I worked on. I didn't tweak much to your swing. We made a couple weight adjustments and a couple things to your swing, but it was all about taking what was comfortable with you, what you were using, and learning to hit the ball consistently, which I think we've got you to do. And you know, correlated back to me that you've seen some great results, and really we've spent, you know, 45 minutes 5 times online together. So real quickly, we were able to take what you had already built yourself coming into the game and a couple tweaks here and there, and you've seen some great results.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like that you said mastered your swing. I feel like golf can be intimidating, because I mean, like you said, I come from shot put, and so I do have great rotational power, but there's a lot of things that I was doing wrong, and you were able to help me point out, like, when you go back, don't go back like a shot put, you know, but do bring that power and athleticism with it when you're coming forward. So very little things that, you know, you just tweak and you can enjoy the game. So I guess most importantly is not really a beginner or intermediate, really worrying about the equipment we have, or, you know, lofts, all this technical stuff. It's just using what you have and getting out there and playing, really. It's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I've seen and worked with everybody from, you know, beginners to guys that have really low handicaps that can go out and shoot around in the 70s consistently. And it all comes down to, you know, using what you have, being consistent, and making the game as easy as possible. And you know, whether that's single length or one length irons, you know, I've worked with guys that don't use single length irons, and that's fine too. But it's all about building consistency, getting to enjoy the game, and really being able to go out there, not get frustrated, which it's a wild game. It does drive you nuts. You know, I'm out there and I'll go insane a couple times and kind of lose my cool, but that's the nature of the game. And you know, we just want to make sure that You know, when I'm working with somebody and helping somebody, listen, let's get you to lower your score, because when you start hitting better shots, you're going to enjoy the game more, especially when, you know, the first time, if you're out with buddies that have been golfing before, that first time you're taking the beer money from them after the round, that's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
I really appreciated Craig coming on. We had a full interview with him, and I'm going to be breaking this up into chunks. So next week, make sure you come back, and we are going to be talking about another topic that I really enjoy, which is why you should or should not use single length irons. But in summary of what Craig talked about, the first is making sure that you have solid impact on the ball. It doesn't really matter what your swing looks like, that's debatable, but if you have perfect impact at the ball, you could be doing all sorts of crazy things. So make sure you are getting that impact, and then make sure that you are mastering your swing. Now, my swing doesn't look the greatest. It's a little bit ugly. I have some mobility issues that I'm working on and will be working on through the winter. If you want to see a video on that, I will be posting that in the card above. But my swing looks nothing like any of the pro golfers, and likely yours doesn't either, and that's okay. The point is, you have a swing based on your body type that works for you. Get out there, work on it, perfect it. Until next time, gentlemen, stay muscular and stay stylish.